1019 KACQ.
I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. This newscast service of Hoff Power Ranch and Supply. It was another quiet day for LPD yesterday. Other than a handful of animal complaints for animal control, officers responded to a criminal trespass complaint that took place in the 100 block of North Ridge in the 11 o'clock hour yesterday morning. It stayed quiet up until mid-afternoon hours when dispatchers sent them out to clear a non-injury wreck in the 400 block of South Key and to respond to a suspicious person call in the 900 block of South Spring. A harassment complaint came in from the 1100 block of East Avenue H, and officers went out to cool off a domestic disturbance in the 200 block of Riverview late last night. No arrests were made by the city. The county booked in 30-year-old Johnny Dean Hintzman for criminal mischief and a livestock game charge. Lomita had a quiet day. Kipner settled a disturbance and worked a civil matter. County deputies had a few animal complaints and were sent out to Cove on a fishing game call. A pursuit on Big Divide Road yesterday afternoon involving Texas Game Warden Captain Cody Hatfield, Coppers Cove PD, and the Lampasas Sheriff's Department prompted Taylor Creeks Elementary to issue a lockout. LPD officers were on scene at the school keeping everyone safe. A manhunt began involving a K-9 unit, drones, and a DPS fixed-wing aircraft. Texas DPS Sergeant Brian Washko was on the scene and stated that there was not an active shooter incident at the school. As of 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, all Taylor Creek students and staff were released safety without incident. Texas Parks and Wildlife and Coppers Cove PD are the investigating agencies. Stick around, more Lampasas local area news is coming up next.
Ran into an old friend the other day, lives in a town about 40 miles from here. Hadn't seen him in a long time, glad to renew the acquaintance. After talking old times for a while, I asked him why he was in town. Said he came here every so often, mostly to go to Hoff Power's Ranch and Supply to pick up feed or renew his feed contract. Really, I says, do they treat you right? Oh yeah, he says. I check around on prices here and there, and they're right on down there on cattle feed, especially if you contract it. Store inside's pretty good too, he says. Get your blue jeans or a pair of boots if you need them. Better selection of clothes and ranch stuff too than you can find around here anywhere. Pretty good recommendation, I thought. Hoff Power's Ranch and Supply in Lampasas.
This Friday, St. Mary's Catholic Church will be giving out turkeys to needy families. It'll start at 10 until all the turkeys are gone. There's a growing push to call off standardized testing in Texas this year.
A group of lawmakers want the STAR test to be canceled due to a rise in coronavirus cases. Clay Robinson with the Texas State Teachers Association says there's too much distraction right now to make that test accurate.
We're kind of reinventing education here. There's a lot of virtual learning, hybrid learning. That's taking a lot of extra time with the students and the parents and the teachers.
More than 6 state lawmakers have signed on to a letter asking the Education Commissioner to seek the federal waivers needed to stop standardized testing in schools this year. Michael Board, TSN News.
In sports, the Badgers head to the next round of the playoff against Corpus Christi Miller this Saturday night in San Antonio. The two teams meet up at Dub Ferris Athletic Complex. If you can't get tickets to the game, you could tune into Lampasas Radio or go online to lampasasradio.com for Kenny Murray and Daryl Brooks giving you the play-by-play action live. The pregame show is at 7:30 and kickoff is at 8. Lady Badger varsity basketball remains undefeated with the 4-0 record on the season so far. The ladies will be on the road tomorrow against Austin's Crockett with tip-offs at 5:15, 6:15, and 7:15. The JV and varsity boys basketball teams head to Cameron tomorrow. JV tip-off at 6:15 and varsity at 7:30.
580 head went through the ring yesterday at the Lampasas cattle auction. That was up from last week's 389, but down from a year ago, 683. Compared to last week, light calves were $5 to $7 higher. Feeders remained steady to $3 lower on a limited test. Slaughter cows were $5 to $7 lower, and slaughter bulls were steady to $2 lower. On the steer side, no test on the 2 to 300 pounders. The 3 to 4s went from $1.64 to $2 a pound. 4 to 500 pounds, $142 to $181 a pound. 5 to 600 pounds, $124 to $151, and the 6 to 700 pound steers went from $117 to $139. The 7 to 8s capped it off with 99 cents to $1.20. On the heifer side, no test on the 2 to 3s. 3 to 400 pounds went from $1.28 to $1.90 a pound. 4 to 500 pounds, $123 to $156. 5 to 600 pounds, $114 to $139, and the 6 to 700 pounds went from $115 to $126 a pound. while the 7 and 8s went from $1.03 to $1.23. On the slaughter cows, no test under 800. The 8s to 11s went from 30 to 45 cents a pound. 11 to 13 went from 40 to 52. And on the slaughter bull side, no test on the 1,000 to 13s. 13s to 21s went from 75 cents to 84 a pound. No test on the replacements. The bred replacement cows, baby twos, went from 750 to 1,000 a head, while the solid mouse went from 550 to 850 per head. And no test on the cow-calf pairs. Ken Gontarek, Lampasas Radio News.
For your COVID-19 update, as of yesterday, they were just short of 142,000 estimated active cases of the virus in Texas. That number is up over 2,000 since yesterday. But over 889,000 Texans have recovered from the virus so far, and that number is up 6,000 from the previous day.
Around the region, Bell County is up to 7,733. Coryell County up 9 with 2,208. Burnett added 16, totaling 1,275. Mills up 1 at 115. San Saba added 7 with 277, and Hamilton is up 6 at 264 total cases. The number of total cases also includes those who have recovered, and the number of spikes could be a result of increased testing and or late reporting. Here locally, as of yesterday, Lampasas County was reporting 58 active cases. That's a 9-case jump from the previous report and brings the number of total cases to 507. 3 now remain hospitalized, one of those in critical condition. 12 fatalities have been reported, and 435 county residents have recovered from the virus so far. You'll have increasing clouds for you tonight as you're making your way home, with your temperatures bottoming out at 56, and you'll get in a light south wind between 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll be mostly cloudy starting out for you tomorrow, then gradually become a sunny day with temperatures peaking at 77. Clouds will roll back in later in the night with temps falling to 59, and a slight chance of sprinkles afternoon on Saturday. Partly sunny with a high near 75 and a low of 60.
Thank you to our viewers. We'll be here again tomorrow. I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news.
1019 KACQ.